Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Well, plenty has been said and written about... He's rising! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, delightful ball. Goes to finish! Totti. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's been caught napping. Header! It's hit the upright. Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Serginho. Oh, that's fabulous. Quick look. Oh, great leap! And he's there to clear it. Alexander-Arnold with the clearance.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Olise, he's picked his way through, and that's gone loose. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Gerrard. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Off the post! Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, they could be caught out! He tries a shot! He's got away with one there.
Substitution on the field, number 10.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
And it's played in. Deftly away.
Bangladesh clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Terrific effort! And he has his goal! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's in a great position here. That is a great pick out. Serginho. Oh, that's nice. McAllister. Nuno Mendes. And it's Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that is out of play. Olise. To Marquinhos. Now, can they get him away? Great chance! Serginho. Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Pass somewhat off target. Tries from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Can he get it through? Oh, terrible pass. And Batistuta! And that's a sharp finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was a given. It always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Bangladesh are looking to go forward now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Can he get on the end? Lewandowski! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This possibly the last play of the half. McAllister! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Some resolute defending there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Serginho. Pings in across. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can...
Oh, what a mistake! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that's a superb piece of defending. India get their fourth corner. Shapes to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
He's got away. Gerrard, spread to the right. Nuno Mendes is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Looking for options for movement.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And he's found a way past.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just what... Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that is expertly dealt with. McAllister. He's a sharp little ball here. Guardiola. Torres. He's shifting through the gears here. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Serginho has created one goal already. Torres, rapid and full of intent. Baresi. This is a promising build-up. Oh, strongly challenged there. India have got it back and they'll have another go. Nuno Mendes. Torres.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Marquinhos. Great vision. Donadoni in acres of space out wide. Serginho. Guardiola is always looking to break lines. Rijkaard. He's looking wide. Serginho. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. That is a brilliant interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, shooting chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Shevchenko does really well to win the ball there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Serginho has the space to scheme. Keeper has taken decisive action. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. McAllister has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off. Nuno Mendes. Nice control.
Belletti.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Space for him to turn and look. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Not much subtlety about that challenge. Looking to play him in. No, that's been intercepted.
Guardiola.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
There will be 3 minutes.
And he's picked it up out wide. Serginho. And that has left him in a heap. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And he's there to retrieve it. Looking for a runner. Shot could... And Boyan! And with that, the end. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stopped running, playmaker, and more than a decent finisher too. The only question is, where do you play him to make the most out of all of those talents?
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Olise. Knocks it into space. Tries to play it through. Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Can he finish? Lewandowski. He's looking wide. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! There it is! So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's De Bruyne.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Great vision. Serginho De Bruyne! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And he's intervened well there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Perez. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And he was quick to react. De Bruyne.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the gears here.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
De Bruyne. Looking for the run. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gerrard.
Chelsea definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Played out wide. Tries to pass it through. Saint-Maximin gets on his bike and on the move. Great ball if he can get there. Gerrard. That's a good ball out wide. He has found the way. Olise! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball.
He's having a hit! Superb from Lewandowski! He's got himself an absolute peach. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this...
Impressive jump! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
He's had it taken off him. Albert Ferrer. And they can counter here. Saint-Maximin
shot at goal!
Marquinhos.
Clears. He doesn't look too happy with that. Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. In by Rui Costa. India are looking to go forward now. It's a promising position. Olise. And he's there to get it away. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that pass just didn't quite work.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. Doku making good progress. Here comes the cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Perez. He's found a way through. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. This then, an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Olise.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's gone looking for safety. And the referee says that is that for the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke,
like to
don't
draw your
fix it,
attention
so
to
I
the
think the
screen
manager
right
has to
now.
resist change
On our
at this
shuttle
stage.
service.
India firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Jack Count.
Down to business again.
Coming on the field is number 11, Owen.
And that is a little undercooked. And he's managed to get rid. Marquinhos. Just eases him off the ball. Xavi Alonso. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Olise. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Can he get it through? Now there's a foot. Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. It is an explosive start to the second half.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Chelsea cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And he's quick to get rid. Aimed beyond the defence. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now, this could be a chance.
Chelsea really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Olise. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, important interception. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Spread neatly. He's picked his way through. Plays it in low. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And now the breakaway. Oh, easy pickings there. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's De Bruyne. Now, can they get him away? Neither of these two want to come off second best. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
And smartly reclaimed.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Chelsea really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Gerrard cuts it out. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Saint-Maximin. Olise going face-to-face with it. And Owen! So close to drawing level.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Olise. Number 6, Xabi Alonso. Number 10, Rui Costa. Coming on the field, number 18, Kvaratskhelia. Number 26, Szoboszlai. Number 27, Beckham.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Played out to the left flank. Looking to play him in. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's picked out the run. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. That has been cut short. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now it's Mbappe. Owen.
Chelsea really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Skims one in. And he's quick to snatch it back. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And they're quick to get it back. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that will be it. Well, that was good, a terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many talents, but if you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would that be?
His never-say-die leadership, something that's shone through in so many crucial moments.
And it's about more than just the critical goals he's scored down the years.
It's about having the strength to keep going no matter what, and the ability to inspire your teammates to do the same.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Mignon punts it upfield. Looking to play him in. Bojan. That'll be a throw. Olise! Rijkaard. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to pass it through. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, well timed. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
India clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly...
Gets his head on it! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo is in a really good position out wide. Deftly away. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Swung over. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Mbappe gets on his bike and on the move. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played out wide. Now it's Mbappe. Donatoni is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's being urged to shoot. Not the most convincing of passes. Still goalless at the moment.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Good ball, good take. Oh, they can break here. That's good vision. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Might be Shevchenko! It's hit the upright. And he should have made them pay.
Shevchenko deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. And that was asking for too much. Donatoni. Now Albert Ferrer. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Great vision.